Welcome back, Rare Coin Insider. The tiny coin resting in someone's pocket today could easily be overlooked, dropped into a jar, spent at a vending machine, or forgotten beneath the cushions of a couch. Yet history has repeatedly shown that some of the most ordinary-looking coins have transformed into extraordinary treasures under the right circumstances. That is exactly why collectors across the United States spend countless hours examining every coin they receive in change. Among the millions of modern American dimes, the 2013 P. Roosevelt dime has become a fascinating subject for collectors, researchers, and treasure hunters alike. While the overwhelming majority of these coins are worth only their face value of 10 cents, certain exceptional examples with rare minting characteristics, dramatic errors, extraordinary preservation, or unique historical significance have generated enormous excitement throughout the numismatic community. Stories of valuable coins selling for astonishing prices have inspired millions of people to inspect their loose change with renewed curiosity, wondering whether they might unknowingly possess something truly remarkable. The 2013 P. Roosevelt dime was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historic minting facilities in the United States. The P. Mint mark represents Philadelphia, although for Roosevelt dimes the Philadelphia Mint traditionally does not place a visible P. Mint mark on the coin itself. Instead, collectors identify these coins through the absence of another mint mark, distinguishing them from Denver and San Francisco issues. The Philadelphia Mint has played a central role in American coinage since the 18th century, manufacturing billions of coins that circulate through every corner of the nation. Every year its presses strike millions upon millions of dimes, each intended for daily commerce. Yet every production run carries the possibility of unexpected variations that can later become highly sought-after collectibles. The Roosevelt dime itself carries a story deeply connected with American history. Before 1946, the dime featured the image of liberty, but following the passing of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt in April 1945, the United States sought a meaningful way to honor his legacy. Roosevelt had guided the nation through the hardships of the Great Depression and most of the Second World War. Beyond his presidency, he was widely admired for his courageous battle against polio, a disease that affected millions during that era. His involvement with the March of Dimes campaign made the dime an especially appropriate denomination for commemorating his life. Millions of Americans contributed dimes to support research and treatment efforts against polio, making the connection between Roosevelt and the 10-cent coin particularly symbolic. The Roosevelt dime officially entered circulation in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime that had become one of the most beloved designs in American coin history. The new coin was designed by chief engraver John R. Sinek, whose portrait of Roosevelt remains one of the longest-running coin designs ever produced in the United States. Over the decades, minor modifications have occurred to improve production quality and preserve design details, yet the essential appearance has remained remarkably consistent. By 2013, the Roosevelt dime had already been circulating for nearly 7 decades, making it one of the most familiar coins in American commerce. When discussing the 2013 P. Roosevelt dime, understanding its physical specifications becomes extremely important because authentic examples follow strict standards established by the United States Mint. The coin weighs approximately 2.268 grams, a measurement that professional collectors frequently verify using highly accurate digital scales. Even slight deviations in weight can indicate post-mint damage, environmental wear, counterfeit production, or, in some exceptional cases, fascinating mint errors involving incorrect planchets. Coin weight has become one of the first characteristics examined whenever an unusual dime is discovered because unusual weights sometimes reveal coins struck on the wrong metal blanks, an occurrence that can dramatically increase collector interest. The diameter of the 2013 P dime measures approximately 17.91 millimeters, while its thickness averages about 1.35 millimeters. Around its outer edge are 118 precisely formed reeds, giving the coin its familiar ridged appearance. These reeded edges originally served an important anti-counterfeiting purpose by making it immediately obvious if precious metal had been shaved from silver coins. Although modern dimes no longer contain silver for circulation, the reeded edge remains a defining feature of the denomination. Composition is another essential aspect of the 2013 P. Roosevelt dime. Like all circulating dimes produced after 1965, it consists of an outer layer made from 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This clad construction allows the coin to maintain durability while significantly reducing production costs compared with traditional silver coinage. Collectors examining damaged or heavily worn dimes sometimes notice the distinctive copper-colored center visible along the edge, confirming the coin's clad composition. The obverse of the coin presents a carefully sculpted portrait of Franklin Delano Roosevelt facing left. Above his head appears the national motto, Liberty, while the phrase, In God We Trust, is positioned to the left of his neck. The date, 2013, appears near the lower portion of the coin, identifying the year of issue. Because Philadelphia dimes do not display a visible mint mark during this era, collectors recognize the coin by the absence of a D or S. Every design element has been positioned with remarkable precision, and even slight abnormalities can attract the attention of experienced numismatists. The reverse of the dime carries one of the most symbolic designs in American coinage. At the center stands a torch representing liberty and enlightenment. To the left is an olive branch symbolizing peace, while to the right is an oak branch representing strength, independence, and national resilience. Surrounding these central elements are the inscriptions, United States of America, 1 dime, and the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. Although simple in appearance, the reverse design carries layers of symbolism reflecting the nation's ideals and values. Millions of 2013 P dimes entered circulation through banks, businesses, and everyday transactions across America. Most were immediately mixed into circulation alongside coins from countless other years, becoming nearly impossible for the average person to distinguish. Yet coin collectors have long understood that rarity is not always determined solely by mintage numbers. Instead, rarity often emerges through unexpected production errors, unusual preservation, remarkable die varieties, or historical circumstances surrounding a coin's manufacture. One reason collectors closely inspect modern dimes is the possibility of discovering double dies. During die production, if the hub impresses the design onto the die more than once with slight misalignment, portions of the final coin may display visible doubling. Such doubled dies can affect letters, numbers, Roosevelt's portrait, or reverse design elements. Although dramatic doubled dies are uncommon, they remain among the most exciting discoveries because they originate during die creation rather than through damage after striking. Another fascinating category involves die cracks. As mint dies endure tremendous pressure while striking millions of coins, microscopic fractures eventually develop. These cracks can transfer onto coins as raised lines extending across various portions of the design. Minor die cracks are relatively common, but extensive cracks evolving into retained cuds or major die breaks can significantly increase collector interest. Off-center strikes represent another remarkable mint error eagerly sought by collectors. These occur when a coin blank is improperly positioned during striking, causing only part of the design to appear on the finished coin. Depending upon the percentage of off-center displacement and whether the date remains visible, such coins can command impressive premiums over ordinary circulation pieces. Broad strikes occur when the retaining collar surrounding the coin fails to engage correctly during striking. Without the collar restricting expansion, the coin spreads outward, producing a larger diameter while lacking its normal reeded edge. Because broad-stroke dimes are visually distinctive, they often become immediate highlights in modern era collections. Clipped planchets present yet another intriguing possibility. During blank production, overlapping punches occasionally remove incomplete sections from metal strips, producing coins with curved or straight missing portions. Genuine clipped planchet errors display characteristic metal flow patterns that experts use to distinguish authentic mint errors from later damage. Wrong planchet errors have fascinated collectors for generations because they combine two entirely different coining processes into one remarkable mistake. Occasionally a dime design may be struck upon a planchet intended for another denomination. Such errors often display unusual weight, diameter, color, or incomplete design details because the blank differs from normal dime specifications. These dramatic mistakes are among the most valuable categories of modern mint errors. Die adjustment strikes provide another glimpse into the minting process. Before production begins, technicians carefully calibrate striking pressure to ensure optimal detail. Coins struck during these adjustments may display unusually weak or partial impressions. While many adjustment strikes never leave the mint, authenticated examples reaching collectors have become fascinating reminders of the precision involved in coin manufacturing. Strike-through errors occur when foreign material becomes trapped between the die and the planchet during striking. Grease, cloth fibers, wire fragments, or other debris can leave unusual impressions or missing design elements on the finished coin. Each strike-through tells a unique story about an unexpected interruption in the minting process. Die chips, filled dies, rotated dies, partial collars, multiple strikes, bonded coins, fold-over strikes, and numerous other error categories continue to inspire collectors to examine modern dimes under magnification. Every unusual feature represents the possibility that an ordinary-looking coin may actually possess extraordinary collectible value. Condition remains one of the single most important factors affecting a coin's value. Two identical 2013p dimes can differ dramatically in price based solely upon preservation. Coins that entered circulation immediately often accumulated scratches, contact marks, worn surfaces, discoloration, and environmental damage. Conversely, coins preserved directly from mint rolls may retain brilliant luster, razor-sharp details, and virtually flawless surfaces. Professional grading services evaluate coins according to internationally recognized standards, using the mint state grading scale from MS60 through MS70. Lower mint state grades may exhibit numerous contact marks, while remaining technically uncirculated. Higher grades progressively display fewer imperfections, culminating in MS70, a designation reserved for coins exhibiting virtually perfect surfaces under magnification according to grading standards. Luster is another characteristic highly prized among collectors. Freshly struck coins display vibrant cartwheel luster created by microscopic flow lines generated during striking. As coins circulate, this original brilliance gradually fades through friction and handling. Preserving original mint luster substantially enhances desirability among advanced collectors. Eye appeal combines numerous factors beyond technical grade. Attractive toning, balanced coloration, exceptional strike quality, and pleasing overall appearance often encourage collectors to pay premiums exceeding published price guides. Even subtle differences in visual appeal can influence auction outcomes when two similarly graded coins compete for attention. Many people encounter sensational claims suggesting that ordinary circulating coins are worth astonishing fortunes reaching into the millions of dollars. These stories generate excitement because history has indeed produced extremely valuable coins through extraordinary rarity, historical importance, or unique minting circumstances. However, it is important to understand that a standard 2013p Roosevelt dime found in everyday circulation is generally worth its face value unless it possesses exceptional qualities such as a significant mint error, an elite certified grade, or another highly unusual characteristic recognized by the numismatic market. Reports claiming values like $136 million are not supported by verified public auction records for a normal 2013 P. Roosevelt dime. Instead, such figures are typically hypothetical, exaggerated, or used to emphasize the importance of carefully examining coins for genuinely rare characteristics. Even so, the excitement surrounding valuable coins continues to inspire treasure hunters, because remarkable discoveries genuinely happen. Throughout American numismatic history, collectors have uncovered previously unknown die varieties, spectacular mint errors, and forgotten high-grade coins tucked away inside old collections, bank rolls, estate holdings, or inherited coin jars. Every discovery reminds enthusiasts that careful observation can sometimes reveal something truly exceptional where others saw only ordinary change. The search itself has become part of the fascination. Some collectors visit banks requesting unopened rolls of dimes directly from Federal Reserve shipments, hoping to identify pristine examples before circulation begins. Others inspect every coin received during daily purchases, studying dates, design details, edge characteristics, and overall preservation under bright lighting and magnification. Entire communities of hobbyists share discoveries, compare photographs, and document unusual varieties, continually expanding collective knowledge about modern coinage. Every 2013 P dime carries the potential to teach something about minting technology, American history, production quality, metallurgy, or collector psychology. Whether ultimately worth 10 cents or significantly more, each coin represents a tangible artifact created through immense engineering precision. From molten metal to finished circulation, every stage of production reflects decades of technological refinement combined with centuries of minting tradition, making even the smallest denomination a remarkable product of craftsmanship and national heritage. As collectors continue examining modern Roosevelt dimes, one fascinating reality becomes increasingly clear. The journey of a coin does not end when it leaves the United States Mint. In many ways, that is when its real story begins. Every 2013 P. Roosevelt dime has traveled a unique path through countless hands, businesses, banks, vending machines, cash registers, and collections. Some have remained in pristine condition because they were saved immediately after being released. Others have accumulated countless tiny scratches from years of circulation, silently documenting thousands of everyday transactions across America. Every mark, every contact line, and every subtle change in appearance becomes part of that coin's individual history. The manufacturing of a modern dime is far more complex than many people imagine. Long before a finished coin exists, enormous coils of copper and nickel alloy arrive at the mint under strict quality controls. These massive metal strips are carefully inspected before high-speed blanking machines punch out perfectly round discs known as planchets. Every blank must meet precise dimensional requirements because even tiny variations could affect striking quality. Once punched, the planchets pass through cleaning and annealing processes designed to soften the metal and prepare it for the tremendous pressure of the coining presses. The annealing process involves heating the planchets to carefully control temperatures before slowly cooling them. This treatment allows the metal to flow properly when struck by the dies. After annealing, the planchets undergo additional cleaning procedures to remove oxidation and residue. They then pass through upsetting mills that create slightly raised rims around the edges. These rims help ensure that the final strike fully captures every detail of the dies, while protecting the design from excessive wear during circulation. Only after all these preparation stages are complete do the planchets reach the striking presses. Modern coining presses operate with astonishing speed, striking hundreds of coins every minute while maintaining incredible consistency. Each planchet is automatically positioned between the obverse and reverse dies. Under immense pressure measured in tons, the metal instantly flows into every microscopic recess of the dies, creating the finished design in a fraction of a second. The newly struck dime is immediately ejected and replaced by another blank, allowing continuous production around the clock. Even with advanced automation, perfection is never absolutely guaranteed. Dies gradually wear as millions of coins are struck. Small imperfections slowly develop, beginning with microscopic polishing lines, then progressing toward die fatigue, cracks, chips, and eventually complete replacement. Mint employees continuously monitor production quality, removing worn dies before serious deterioration occurs. Nevertheless, a limited number of interesting varieties sometimes escape into circulation, becoming prized discoveries for attentive collectors years later. One of the first things experienced numismatists examine is the quality of the strike itself. Although every 2013p dime was produced using the same master design, striking pressure, die alignment, die wear, and planchet quality can create subtle differences among individual coins. Some examples exhibit exceptionally sharp hair details on Roosevelt's portrait, crisp lettering, and fully defined torch lines on the reverse. Others display slightly softer features because of normal production variations. Collectors often seek the strongest strikes available, particularly in the highest certified grades. Magnification reveals another fascinating world invisible to the naked eye. Under 5 power or 10 power magnification, collectors inspect every letter, number, and design element for evidence of double dies, die polishing, repunch details, die scratches, or unusual surface characteristics. Tiny raised lines may reveal the life cycle of a particular die, while unusual depressions may indicate filled dies or strike-through errors. Every microscopic feature contributes another clue about how that specific coin was manufactured. Surface preservation remains one of the greatest challenges for modern coins. Although clad compositions resist corrosion better than earlier silver issues, they are still vulnerable to fingerprints, moisture, chemicals, improper cleaning, and environmental contamination. One common mistake made by beginners is attempting to polish or clean coins they believe may be valuable. Unfortunately, cleaning almost always reduces collector value because it permanently alters the original mint surfaces. Professional graders can quickly recognize cleaned coins through unnatural shine, hairline scratches, or disturbed luster. Storage plays an equally important role in preserving condition. Advanced collectors often place valuable coins inside inert holders that protect them from humidity, dust, and physical contact. Albums, archival quality flips, capsules, and professionally sealed grading holders all help preserve original surfaces for future generations. Even small environmental differences over many years can influence a coin's long-term appearance. As interest in modern coin collecting has expanded, technology has transformed how collectors identify valuable varieties. High-resolution digital photography now allows enthusiasts worldwide to compare discoveries within minutes. Online databases document known die varieties with extraordinary precision, enabling collectors to match tiny diagnostics against authenticated examples. Portable digital microscopes have become affordable tools for hobbyists, making detailed examination accessible to nearly everyone. Professional authentication has also become increasingly important. Major grading companies employ specialists who examine coins under carefully controlled lighting and magnification. They evaluate authenticity, surface preservation, strike quality, eye appeal, and any unusual mint characteristics before assigning official grades. Encapsulation inside tamper-evident holders provides confidence for buyers and sellers while preserving the coin's condition. Auction houses frequently showcase extraordinary modern-era coins that demonstrate how unpredictable the minting process can occasionally become. Coins struck multiple times, dramatically off-center, on incorrect planchets, or with spectacular die failures often attract intense bidding because each represents an unusual moment in the production process that escaped quality control. These dramatic mistakes illustrate why collectors continue examining even the newest circulating coins with remarkable enthusiasm. The psychology behind coin collecting is equally fascinating. For many enthusiasts, value extends far beyond monetary worth. Holding a coin connects its owner with countless people who previously carried it. A single dime may have traveled through dozens of states, passed between strangers thousands of times, and participated in everyday moments ranging from morning coffee purchases to charitable donations. Every circulation mark reflects another chapter in that invisible journey. Family history often becomes intertwined with coin collecting as well. Children inherit jars of coins from grandparents, discovering dates that spark curiosity about historical events. Parents introduce young collectors to searching through pocket change, teaching patience, observation, and appreciation for history. Entire collections sometimes begin with nothing more than a single interesting coin found during an ordinary shopping trip. The Roosevelt dime itself symbolizes resilience in more ways than one. Franklin Roosevelt overcame tremendous physical challenges after contracting polio, yet continued leading one of the most influential presidencies in American history. His determination inspired millions, making his appearance on the dime far more meaningful than a simple portrait. Every coin quietly preserves that legacy, reminding future generations of perseverance through adversity. Modern numismatics continues evolving as researchers uncover previously undocumented die varieties and production anomalies. Improved imaging techniques reveal details impossible to study decades ago. Archived mint records occasionally provide new insights into manufacturing practices. Private researchers publish discoveries that reshape collector understanding of particular issues. Even coins produced only a few years earlier may eventually reveal entirely new collectible varieties previously unnoticed. Many successful collectors emphasize patience rather than luck. Instead of expecting every unusual coin to be worth a fortune, they focus on learning. They study minting processes, grading standards, historical context, metallurgy, and die production. Over time, this knowledge enables them to recognize genuine rarity while avoiding misleading claims or altered coins. Education consistently proves more valuable than speculation. Perhaps the greatest excitement comes from the possibility that remarkable discoveries remain undiscovered. Billions of coins circulate every year, yet only a tiny percentage receive detailed examination. Somewhere inside bank vaults, forgotten collections, estate boxes, or everyday pocket change, previously unknown mint errors or extraordinary preservation examples may still be waiting to emerge. That possibility continues motivating collectors generation after generation. It is also important to approach sensational price claims with careful research. Stories suggesting that an ordinary 2013 P. Roosevelt dime is automatically worth $136 million are not supported by verified public auction records. A standard circulated example is generally worth its face value, while exceptionally preserved or genuinely rare error coins can be worth significantly more depending on collector demand and authentication. The true excitement lies not in believing every headline, but in understanding what actually makes a coin rare: authenticated mint errors, elite condition, unique die varieties, historical importance, and strong collector interest. That knowledge transforms every handful of change into an opportunity for discovery. Instead of seeing only coins, experienced collectors see history, engineering, artistry, economics, and possibility. They know that every detail, from weight and composition to strike quality and preservation, contributes to a coin story. The search itself becomes as rewarding as the discovery because each coin examined increases experience and deepens appreciation for the remarkable craftsmanship behind American currency. So before you spend the next dime you receive, Take a closer look. Examine the date. Study the design. Inspect the edge. Check the surfaces under good lighting. You may simply be holding an ordinary 10-cent coin, or you might uncover an unusual mint error, an exceptional high-grade survivor, or a fascinating variety that has escaped attention for years. That sense of possibility is exactly what keeps millions of collectors searching every single day. And that is the enduring magic of the 2013 P. Roosevelt dime. It proves that extraordinary stories can hide inside the smallest objects, that history often travels quietly through everyday life, and that curiosity can transform ordinary pocket change into a lifelong passion. Whether your coin is worth 10 cents or considerably more, every Roosevelt dime represents a small but enduring piece of American history, carefully designed, precisely struck, and destined to continue circulating through generations. The next remarkable discovery could be sitting in a forgotten coin jar, inside a bank roll, or resting in your own pocket right now. That is why collectors never stop looking, why the hunt never truly ends, and why every single dime deserves one more careful glance before it disappears into circulation once again.